Date was April 14th, 1865, 5 days after Lee surrendered. That was the day President Lincoln was assassinated. Lincoln was in Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., watching a play. Lincoln was shot in the head with a .44 caliber Derringer by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate supporter. Booth escaped, but the troops captured him 11 days later. Lincoln was brought to a nearby house, the Petersen House. Doctors tried to save him as best as they could, but Lincoln did not make it through the night. Many people wept due to his pass. President Lincoln died April 15, 1865, in the Petersen House. January 31st, 1865, was the day that Congress passed the 13th Amendment, so that slavery was to be ended once and for all. The 13th Amendment was approved by 27 of the states, including 8 in the South. Because of the new amendment, slavery was ended and 4 million slaves were freed. The South was brought into the Union to create one nation. Now freed slaves were faced with challenges such as segregation of being brought into the Union. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States, or any place subject their jurisdiction. Section 1, 13th Amendment.
The Appomattox Courthouse was where Lee surrendered the Confederate Army to the Federals. That was where the whole Civil War ended. Lee signed the document surrendering his army, and the American Civil War was over. Even though the war was over and the country was won again, there was still much chaos about the war after it, such as Lincoln's assassination. The Civil War was a great loss for both sides. Over 350,000 people total died in the war, some from battles, but some from diseases. And after the war, it took the country a long time to reform and recover from the American Civil War. Robert E. Lee was named the Commander-in-Chief of the Northern Virginian Army in 1865. Virginia, Lee's home state, declared their independence from the Federals in 1861. That was when the whole Civil War started. Lee followed his home state to the Confederate side. Lee led the Confederate attack on Gettysburg against the Federals. That was considered the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. Lee was considered, by some, the best commander of the Confederate Army. He led the Confederates to many victories and many losses. It's the well that war is so terrible. We should grow too fond of it. Robert E. Lee.